Recent rumors imply that Ryan Reynolds is very much interested in returning to the role of Green Lantern and redeeming himself as the popular Emerald hero the same way he redeemed the famous merc with the mouth, Deadpool. Prior to Green Lantern, Ryan Reynolds played the first live-action version of the merc with the mouth, Wade Wilson, also known as Deadpool, in 2009's X-Men Origins Wolverine. The film critically bombed and barely made back its box office budget. Fans were furious with Deadpool's first live-action depiction. 7 years later, Ryan Reynolds was able to redeem himself and the character with the release of the all-popular Deadpool film in 2016. The film did so well that it spun the incredible sequel, Deadpool 2. But with the acquisition of 21st Century Fox by Disney that took place on March 20th of 2019, issues arose whether or not an R-rated Deadpool could exist in a PG-13 Marvel Cinematic Universe. Deadpool creator Rob Liefeld shared disappointing news that there may not be a Deadpool 3 with comicbook.com.
But I'm glad we talked about Deadpool 3. I blame Marvel. Blame Marvel that hasn't happened yet. They are the reason it isn't happening. If Ryan isn't making Deadpool 3 right now, that's because Marvel hasn't allowed it to be yet. And that's all I'm saying. So do I have a lot of faith in that system? Dude, I have no idea.
Interestingly enough, Rob Liefeld later revealed that instead of waiting for Marvel, he actually wanted Ryan Reynolds to suit back up as the Green Lantern instead.
Yeah. You know what I would love? You know what I would love? I would love for Ryan Reynolds to be Green Lantern again. More than him to do Deadpool 3. I would love to see him.
More?
Oh, yes.
Wow, I didn't expect that. I just assumed you'd be biased.
Green Lantern, released in the summer of 2011, received generally negative reviews. Most critics bombarded the film with negative reviews due to its screenplay, inconsistent tone, choice portrayal of villains, and its use of CGI. The movie was a financial flop at the box office. It grossed only $219 million on a $200 million budget. Since then, the actor regularly pokes fun at this project, including an end credits scene in Deadpool 2 that depicts Deadpool killing Ryan Reynolds before he could film the 2011 Green Lantern. Ryan Reynolds recently explained why he continues to make such a self-deprecating jokes about the DC blockbuster. I think it's more about just laughing at myself, not laughing at other people necessarily that are involved in a project, but laughing at myself and my own contribution to that failure, or however you want to characterize it. It was just something that I thought was worth examining, And in examining it, you take that energy that is typically, maybe it's hurtful, or maybe it's something that's dragging you down, and you end up creating a sort of mental judo with it. You're using its energy against it and creating something positive out of it.
Green Lantern, a movie that many, many talented people worked on, didn't quite work out.
All right, and then we're moving right on to the next
just
question.
Moving right along. However, it is the movie where you met your wife.
It is, yeah.
So it must have some sentimental value.
Yeah, there is definitely some sentimental value to that. I mean, look, the movie obviously didn't work, but it's one of those things. But I'm one of those few guys. I'm happy to talk about it. I'm fine to talk about it. There's still 150, 200 people that work on movies like that work their ass off, and they're all trying to make it as good as possible. And it just suffers from that typical Hollywood disease, which is that we get a poster, we get a release date, we got an actor, but we don't have a script, but we're just going to start shooting anyway. And that's always tough. It's very hard to dig your way out of that. So off I went. I did it. No regrets. It was amazing. Met my future wife. And
with the negativity surrounding his experience with the 2011 Green Lantern behind him, Ryan Reynolds is rumored to be interested in reprising his role as Green Lantern in some fashion. The rumored project that he was interested in being a part of was the Snyder Cut of Justice League, also known as Zack Snyder's Justice League. At the Brazil Comic-Con CCXP in 2019, Ryan Reynolds playfully brought up the Snyder Cut.
And they formed this team in kind of a reluctant family, which I guess what I'm trying to say is this is the Snyder Cut. No, it's actually not the Snyder Cut. Sorry, I'm on the wrong panel.
Yeah.
I'm on the wrong panel.
You
I'm
pushed
so
the button
sorry.
there.
So sorry.
Since the announcement of Zack Snyder's Justice League on May 20th of 2020, rumors that Ryan Reynolds wanted to return as another version of Hal Jordan in the cut surfaced from multiple people with sources close to Zack Snyder's team.
But I have heard that he wants Ryan Reynolds. I think, considering how important nostalgia is these days, and that Ryan Reynolds' Green Lantern came out at around the time that these other movies were coming out, I think it would be just absolutely perfect to do it that way. And Ryan Reynolds has been, active on Twitter signaling that he's open to this. I again, as I've reported to you, this is what they want to happen. And so it would be great if Ryan Reynolds shows up there in October and films the other half of that scene.
Little fun fact, folks, is I actually reached out and asked my source about this. I said, what's this Ryan Reynolds stuff? Why is this coming about? And apparently Ryan has been wanting to come back. And this is not the first time that this has been discussed. This has been discussed years ago.
Yeah. Is Ryan about to join? Did we send him the link or?
You got to throw that in there.
We're not trying to let him sign out here. When certain sites claimed that Ryan Reynolds was in talks to play Hawkman in Black Adam, Ryan Reynolds himself decided to debunk those articles himself. On Twitter, Ryan Reynolds tweeted, "I'm not playing Hawkman in Black Adam. Although I generally do whatever the hell the Rock tells me to do, I would, however, love to be in Zack Snyder's Justice League movie, and I've heard I may already be in it. #SnyderCut." And then he proceeded to tweet a hilarious video of replacing the 2011 Green Lantern with Tom Cruise as Hal Jordan and then placing himself into Justice League. The latest update on the Ryan Reynolds as Green Lantern comes from Grace Randolph. She stated, "And here's Ryan Reynolds as Green Lantern Snyder Cut update. Hearing he really wants to do it. Just a matter of fitting it into his busy schedule. Deal ready to go. Again, just need to make it work time-wise. It would be brilliant and so great for everyone involved. Find that time." Whether or not Ryan Reynolds will be able to reprise his role as Green Lantern or finally able to continue the Deadpool series, it does appear he has put the negative take on both characters behind him and may indeed want to erase the history of the 2011 Green Lantern with a new, fresh take of the Hal Jordan character in the same fashion as he did with Deadpool. I will also like to note that the Green Lantern series that's hitting HBO Max does not have the three big Green Lantern characters, Hal Jordan, John Stewart, or Kyle Rayner. It does include Guy Gardner, Jessica Cruz, Simon Baz, and Alan Scott. With Hal Jordan missing from the Green Lantern series, it could be that the studio actually wants to make a Green Lantern movie. This is just speculation, but that could also be another way for Ryan Reynolds to return to his role as Hal Jordan in a Green Lantern movie. Or, as rumored, he could definitely return as Hal Jordan in possibly Zack Snyder's Justice League. Now, whether or not that's season 1 or the rumored season 2 or 3 of Zack Snyder's Justice League, we'll have to wait and see. I, for one, am hopeful that Ryan Reynolds will get to return and redeem himself as Green Lantern if he truly wants to do so. If you absolutely love this daily dose of DC content of movies, shows, and video games, please click the like, hit the subscribe, ring that notification bell, keep this hot dog light on, and I'll see you next time. Bye.